Hi, I'm Jaden. I'm a driver for Legion of Racers Ascent team, and I kinda suck at Gran Turismo.
Oh, he's already shown that already in the first two races. And for Jaden, Liao and Enzo Isan to fight each other. Oh no! Just as I was about to wax lyrical about that one, there goes Jaden spinning out.
I took part in the TGR GT Cup Asia Finals 2024 and came in last. But this year is going to be different. No more putting TGR on the back burner and no more O-levels to distract us. We're locked in. I swear I'll make you fellow Singaporeans proud, just you watch. So this video is going to be about the Nations Cup Round 4. You need to use both mediums and softs in this race, so strategy is fairly important. So this is my fastest lap in the quali session. I brake just in between the 50 and 100 board, cut into that green bit a little bit, touch the grass on the outside is okay. Stay in 5th gear, no need to shift to 6, brake where that curb starts, cut around the inside, don't touch that grass, and exit nice and wide there. Through this S section it's flat, but you downshift into 5th to get some rotation, and then brake as you go into the corner before the bridge. Exit as wide as you dare and don't touch that wall, obviously. Brake just before the 100 here. You can see I brake a little bit too late and I go a bit wide. Luckily I don't lose too much time as a result of this. Now this is the hardest corner to me. You have to lift and then stamp on the throttle when you feel like it because there are no visual markers to help you. These cars are pretty interesting because the timing for the brakes of when you have to trail off the brakes is different from a GT3 car. You have to lift a lot earlier because these cars won't turn under braking. This whole section here is flat after this. If you touch the grass at any of these points, you will simply die. There is no way to recover from it. Final corner, brake just before the 50, trail off very quickly and then back on the throttle in 4th gear. Here we are coming across the line and setting a 1:36.9, which is still about half a second slower than my fastest free practice time, but pretty decent lap for quali session. Now onto the race start on pole. We started on softs, so the plan is to try and run away from the pack as soon as possible, try and create a distance and just get some good laps in clean air. Pretty decent start here. As you can see, we're pulling about a half a second gap already. But as we come down into this next corner, we send in a little bit too much speed and we're late on the throttle, and the gap closes to less than 3/10. Coming down to the fast bit, you'll see I make a mistake in the line, turn in a bit too early, and that messes up the following corner. Now the pack is right up behind me. STR gets a good slipstream from me and passes tailwind, and then following that I brake a little bit too late and STR sends it around the inside, pushes me into the wall a little bit, and then I lose 2 places. Speeding up the footage a little bit, you'll see at the end of the lap at the final corner I just touched the grass on the outside a little bit. So I go sliding into the wall, I get some damage, and now I'm fighting Ibarra and Track Ripper for position. Both of whom you should be paying attention to because they will be who we're fighting against for the remainder of this race. The car finally repairs itself, so I switch from damage control to trying to get back my position, and then I get hit by Track Ripper as he takes way too much speed into the S section.
What are you doing, man?
Now I've got damage again. Now my whole front is smashed up. But I still try and get past Track Ripper because I assume he has damage too. I didn't even notice Ibarra coming around the inside until it was a bit too late. Please repair, please repair. Even though he scrapes the wall a bit on the outside, he still manages to get the pass done. And now my car finally repairs itself, so I'm able to go back on the offense. We go around the outside, you can see he's taking the inside defensive line, and I plan to go for a switchback, but he kind of parks on the apex and I bump him a little bit. His rear gets a bit loose on throttle, and that allows me to get past him. Skipping ahead to lap 5, you'll see we pass Tailwind as he's facing the wrong way around. Taking a look at the replay, we could see he understeered into the grass, and then those dirty tires led him to spin out as he attempted to put the power down. Fast forward again to lap 7, I'm in P2 and I'm just trying to put in some decent laps when I clip the grass, overcorrect, and I'm into the wall. Now I've lost 2 positions to Tailwind and Ibarra. Now I just gotta put my head down and put in some clean laps with 0 mistakes. If we look at the delta as the laps go by, you'll see Track Ripper closing in on me until he's right up my trumpet. The reason for this is because he's on the medium tires while I'm on the softs, which at this point are already at the end of their life, and I have to come into the pits soon anyway. So right now I'm just trying to slow him down and hopefully waste his tires. He tries to get a better exit. Unfortunately for him, he's in the wrong gear, but in the next corner he uses his tire advantage and flies right by. As you can see, this ate up whatever tires I had left, so I had to box this lap. Now we're on the mediums, and our goal is to put in good pace and hopefully end up in front of Track Ripper when he comes out of the pits eventually. Yes, he'll have the tyre advantage, but I have the better pace, and towards the later half of the end stint, I should have the advantage if I can take care of my tyres until then. Unfortunately, things don't always go as planned, and while trying to pass this, essentially a back marker, this happens. Oh my god! I'm gonna get another 2-second penalty. He brakes way earlier than me, and as a result I get a 2-second penalty. So I serve the penalty, and luckily I don't lose any places as a result of this. Now the crucial moment, will I end up in front of Track Ripper as he comes out of the pits? Unfortunately not. That penalty set us back a bit too far. Who do you think I am, Super GT? We're about 6 seconds behind, and our only saving grace is if Ibarra and Track Ripper slow each other down by constantly battling. Now we're on lap 21, and as you can see, the gap has shrunk to 4 seconds. Not quite as much as I'd hoped, but I guess the tyre difference, them being on the softs, has managed to keep them in front. Switching over to their POV, we could see them coming into the fast S section as Track Ripper sends in way too much speed, shoves Ibarra off the track. This was a blessing for me as he slowed down and let Ibarra by again, which allowed me to join the fray. Now it's a three-way battle between me, Ibarra and Track Oop as Ibarra hits the wall and is out. Now it's just me and Track Ripper in a sprint to the finish. You can see how tense I was in this moment. I had been driving for just about 5 hours at this point, so my hands and feet were killing me. I was exhausted and I wanted to finish this race as soon as possible. Regardless, I wasn't gonna go down without a fight. I know he's weaker through this fast section, so I fake going around the outside, and then while he tries to defend, I send it around the inside, taking way more speed than he does and secure the overtake. Now he did have the tyre advantage, so my only hope was that he used up all his tyres against Ibarra and had nothing left. The winner of this race would be decided by who managed their tyres better throughout this race. You can see the rear just slipping away from me there, so I shift the brake balance back to the front, which I thought may also help in case we get into a late braking battle. Now it was at this point where he really started to catch me, so I assume he stopped making as many mistakes and he started to use the last of his tires just to catch up to me. Now he tries an attack around the outside, or so I thought, as he slips around the inside with a fake out move similar to what I did to him. I try to go for the switchback and I do get a better exit, but this next corner is flat out and the inside line is just better, so he manages to make the pass stick. I have the slipstream again, so I try to go around the outside, but these cars hate being off the racing line and I brake a little bit too late, causing me to understeer, and I lost a ton of time. I had no hope of catching him after this point, as he had managed his tyres a lot better than I thought he would, so GG's to him, he won fair and square. Thanks so much for watching and making it all the way to the end. This is my first time trying to make a long form video and this took forever to edit, so if you guys enjoyed and want to support my journey, please like and subscribe. Now this wasn't my first attempt at this race. I actually did one prior, but I decided not to show that one because, well, you'll see at the end of this video. Oh my god! Whoa! What a race. GG's. Track Ripper, whoever you are, man. Wow. That was great. That was a lot of fun. Oh, I'm on a streak. Oh, he got past. Oh, 2 people got past. Damn it. Sorry. Repair. Repair, please repair. My engine's still dead. Repair, come on! My engine still hasn't repaired. You're kidding. Oh my god. Oh, you could brake there. Force another car off the track, he's fine! He braked at the wrong place! Oh my god, come on. Oh, you're so slow, he's gonna give me another penalty! You! Oh my god, understood. Oh, he's so dead! Oh my god! And a bit. But the short shift. What just